What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? A man has been jailed for life without the possibility of parole after he shot a woman dead with a stolen assault rifle. Michael Close killed Isabella Thallis in 2020 while she walked her dog Rocco near his apartment in Denver, Colorado, and tried to kill her boyfriend, Darian Simon. The trio got into an argument when Isabella encouraged her dog to go to the toilet on the lawn outside of his flat. Isabella died at the scene while Darian was hit twice but survived. Sergeant Politica ended up quitting after the shooting, according to the Denver Post. Close ran away from the scene, taking the AK47 and a handgun with him, and hid in the mountains before eventually being stopped on Highway 285. Earlier that day, he had sent a message to his ex-girlfriend that one of his own dogs was attacked at a nearby dog park, and he planned to execute its owners. Isabella and Darian had nothing to do with that incident, but Deputy District Attorney McKenna Burke said he was stewing and was welling with anger inside of him. Close pleaded not guilty due to insanity, citing a nervous breakdown from a childhood trauma, losing several jobs, and the ongoing COVID pandemic. His lawyer said he disassociated. He was outside of his head. He did not consider anything. He had a mental break, and he did not know what he was doing. However, prosecutors argued that he did know what he was doing, and a court-appointed doctor said that while he had depression and had contemplated suicide, he was not criminally insane. After deliberating for just under 3 hours, a jury found Close guilty of all charges. The shooter hung his head and cried as the verdict was read. I don't think you get to qualify to cry if you're bold enough to grab an AK-47 and let off 25 rounds at anyone, let alone an unarmed woman walking a dog and her boyfriend. Damn. Do you ever remember hearing about stuff like this just 20 years ago, if you've been around that long, 30 years ago? He got mad because the woman dog pooped in his yard. Now, let me tell you this. Now, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, fam. Somebody letting their dog take a poop in your yard or in front of your yard where you have to walk by, that's nasty. You know, and you got some neighbors who are very unneighborly, who would do stuff like that. They don't give a damn. They just let their dog out and just let them go dropping their little stink dogs, dropping stuff anywhere. That ain't cool. That's not cool at all. But dude took it too far. He overreacted. He absolutely overreacted. Now, I think that if he had perhaps talked to the woman in a more respectful tone, perhaps, just perhaps, you know, she would have discouraged the dog from taking care of his business in front of his house. But, you know, once the dog, you know, starts dropping, you know, I don't know if he, you know, he waited, he had an opportunity to say something before the dog did his thing or whatever. I don't know if she had an opportunity to stop the dog from doing it or whatever. I don't know. But he absolutely overreacted. I remember I had an apartment, a townhouse, and there was a neighbor had a dog, and they used to, you know, just let the dog loose, and the dog be, you know, dropping stuff all in the front on the lawn, just nasty. So the first time I saw him doing it, I politely just went over there and talked to him. Yeah, you know, I see your dog, whoop, whoop, you know, hey, you know. oh, okay, yeah, I watched that. It's like they don't know that the dog is taking care of his business in front of your yard. But sometimes people act like it ain't a big deal because to them, it's not a big deal. So if you make a big deal out of it, you got to be respectful. And this is with all neighbors. A lot of times, I understand, fam, because it's disgusting and it's very frustrating when you think somebody should automatically know better. But some people just ain't got good home training, fam. So you got to kind of, work with them a little bit. But give them a little warning. Try to be nice about it. Even though you're inside, you want to call them everything but a child of God. Give them a little warning and, see if they'll, comply. And then if you have to warn them again, then you take it there. But not take it there. Not take it all the way there with an AK47. You got to try something else. I don't know, you got to try something else. But that's not it. Some of y'all are quick to call the police. If that's what you need to do, But sometimes that ain't even the answer. A lot of times that's not the answer. Most times, really, man, neighbors could work things out if one person would just swallow their pride and start off. If one person start off swallowing their pride and just come to a person and just, speak in a respectful manner, a lot of times, you can work your problems out. But if you just have a standoffish type attitude and they got a standoffish attitude and you don't want to bend, they don't want to bend, and every time y'all got a dispute, somebody calling the police, that's how people get hurt. Anyway, fam, there is no winners here. Isabella lost her life over nothing, basically. She could have had a better attitude on how she handled the situation because, man, it's a lot of nuts out there, man, and you can't talk to everybody the same way. Everybody ain't going to accept just to mind your own business because that was his business. You got your dog taking a dump in front of his house. Well, he got to walk by that. He got to smell that. That's his business. So it's something that she could have done. And it's something that he could have done differently. For every action, there's a reaction. And sometimes that reaction ain't going to be what you think it's going to be. I can guarantee you, if she and her boyfriend had thought that she would end up dead by telling dude, mind your own business, she would not have done that. I can guarantee that. If he knew, if he was conscious of throwing his life away when he squeezed that trigger, just let off, I don't think he would have done it. But then again, some people got that mentality like, man, I don't give a damn what happened. I don't care. Boom, 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 boom. But then when it come all the way down to it, when they get that time out, they say life without parole, and it sink in, you ain't finna see no more days outside unconfined. That's when reality hit. That's when the tears come, the real tears come. Yeah. But it's too late for that, homie. Too late for any of that. You got to go out there and do that time, man. And it ain't going to be easy. Say it with me, fam. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?